Alright, so uh, in today's video, we're just literally going to talk about um, mentality and just in general of what you're going to get from trading. Because when you look at trading, you look at it as it's get rich quick scheme, or like you see like my signal group, or like you see when I post on Telegram, it shows me making so much money, and you guys are like, oh, I'm gonna make this much money. But like, genuinely, if you want me to be honest with you, you're not gonna fucking make that much money, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. That's gonna take you like years to make up that much money. Sure, it'll take you a good amount of money to be stable. You'll make a good amount of money to be stable within probably, I'd say, like a year of trading and being like being stable and being smart with your money in terms of just trading, right? But here's the secret that nobody really tells you in trading, right? And just even in general as life advice. Action beats motivation, action beats inspiration, and action beats fear. You can spend weeks preparing and months researching and talking about your goals and like what you're going to do in life, but it's yet for you to actually take action. Are you actually going to take action? Most people just stand still. Most people are pussies. They just stand still, they don't do anything. They're saying, oh, I'm gonna get rich, I'm gonna do this. People come to me in school, people come to me in general, messaging me saying, oh, I need you to get me rich. Oh, can I invest in you? Oh, can I do this and that? But they don't fucking do it themselves. Are you the one that's gonna be doing it yourself? Are you the one that's gonna be doing the hard work? Putting it in the hard work even though when it's like, hard? Are you gonna do the hard work when you don't feel like it? Be true to yourself. Because I'm going to be real with you, trading is not for you if you're going to pussy out just because you lose money or it's not going your way. I'm going to be real with you, and that is the case of trading right now. I'm going to tell you something. In my 5 years of trading, I actually lost like around, I would probably say 300 grand in terms of trading in my first 3 years. I was unprofitable. I was on the verge of giving up, right? I was in a way worse position than all of you guys because I had so much stuff I was going through in terms of like actually I take that back. I actually take that back. I don't know if I'm going through it worse than you right now or before, but I was losing way more money than you guys significantly, and that is the case. I lost so much money. I lost 300 grand in a loan when I was trading. That was the case. In my first 3 years, it took me ages to become profitable. Not even become stable. Fucking deep that. It took me 3 years to become profitable, not even stable. Let that sink in. Are you willing to do this just because you think it's going to make you rich? Just like that. You gotta understand and deep that yourself because not everyone deserves to get fucking filthy rich off this just because they think that it'll get them rich very, very quickly. The moment you finally stop overthinking and you just take it a step, everything changes in terms of real life and trading. Not because, stuff becomes like perfect or like, whatever it is, right? You think, it's going to be perfect or whatever. Nothing will be perfect. I understand if you're a perfectionist in terms of when you're taking action and you want to make it just right, but not everything will be perfect. Like this, I'm doing these YouTube videos and I'm doing this as like something new, right? I'm not perfect at it. I suck ass at it. Like, I'm limiting. I suck ass at it. I don't even think I'm good at this, but I'm going to improve. I'm trying to, send a message to you guys that want to become profitable and stable as a trader. I'm just doing and giving advice, and I'm just giving advice basically for what could help you guys become profitable. That's just the main goal from what I want to do, right? And I want you to guys just understand and pause like for, a quick minute and think to yourself, what have you actually been avoiding in general? Just what have you been avoiding? I want you to write it down, say it out loud, and actually lock it in, right? Saying that is your mission today in terms of what have you actually been avoiding. Because genuinely, right, you need to do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Like, that is one of the main stuff that you want to talk about and just do to yourself and mind, because mental health really is like the main stuff in terms of life. Like mental health is what really gets you going when taking action and when doing things. You know, when I was actually having a shitty week for the past 2 weeks, I was having a shitty week, right, with my signals and just my trades. And there was this good friend, right? And basically she just told me saying I should stop, like, over risking on my trades. I should stop, trading. I should take a break because I was taking a toll on just my mental health, as well as just like I was just doing dog shit. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, I was doing utter dog shit in trading. Like, I absolutely sucked ass. Like, I couldn't even get a simple fair value gap trade right because I was just overthinking and I was absolutely deeping it off shit. Like, mental health really costs a lot for you, as well as in, like, outside taking action as well as trading. I'm gonna tell you this right now. 95% of trading is from psychology, and the other 5% is just from strategy. I'm gonna be so real with you. And the reason why I would say for me is why I actually really sucked in terms of my mental health at the time, and why I decided to take a break. And now I'm back. I'm gonna recharge. I'm getting better. I'm filming this video, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. I had the fear of failing. I had the fear of owing someone or owing this person something, in the sense of I had the fear of failing. I had the fear of what people might say to me, as well as I had a fear of not being good enough for, I would say, like, this person, as well as like my entire group who was trading, right? But you gotta understand and listen, right? Every expert you admire and every person you look up to, like Andrew Tate, you look at like TGR, you look at ICT, you look at so many mentors like Iman Ghazi, they all started from the start. Every success story was built on failure. Every failure taught them something that they couldn't have learned, and they still stood still and they actually got through it. Now here's the mindset shift that you want to look up and go through, right? Messing up, that is actually progress. Looking dumb, that is growth. And being imperfect, that is just being human. I want you to take this like 5 second rule that I do sometimes, right? And I want you to take action from it. I want you to count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and move on to what you're actually gonna do. Don't even give your brain to time, like, to talk to you out of it. So basically what I want you to do is think about like doing push-ups or something, or journaling, whatever, right? Whatever you're gonna do. Or like, just doing your bed, or going downstairs to get water or something, right? I want you to dead ass, right? Count from 5 to 1 and just fucking do it. Don't even just think about it. Don't let your brain think about it. I want you to fucking deep this. Your brain is actually against you. Your brain gives you signals, and your brain actually tells you to like scroll on TikTok or do, whole amount of degenerate things that is actually stopping you from your goals. Deep that. Your own fucking brain is against you. Your brain talks you out of things that is actually good for you. How fucked is that? Like, genuinely, how fucked is that? Have you ever thought to yourself, just like out of it, like out in general, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," but then you just actually don't do it? Break into micro actions, because genuinely, it just gets so much at the point where your brain talks you out of it, and you just feel useless. You feel lazy. You feel empty in the inside. Big goals feel heavy. Heavy. We're actually gonna talk into that in a section, right? So give me a second. Sorry. Sorry. We're on talking to another section, right? Break your goals into baby steps. Have progressive overload in the sense of what you're going to be doing. Big goals feel heavy. I completely understand that. That's why most people quit before they even start. I have a strategy: progressive overload, and break it into micro actions. So, as an example, right, my goal is to start a YouTube channel. I'm not thinking about the thousands of subscribers, and I'm not thinking about like the perfect editing, the perfect intros and outros, or everything like that, right? I'm not trying to be big, right? And in the sense of like, oh, I'm just trying to make money and like this and that. Sure, I'm thinking of that, but I'm not consciously thinking of that because that's in the back of my head. My main goal is to explain you guys of how I got profitable as a trader, right? That's just me trying to help you. That's the main goal. Now, what I want you to do is, right, the three micro actions are write down like three talking points, right? So that would be for me, right? I would write down three talking points for like my YouTube channel. Then I would record it into a 30-second clip intro. Then I would just upload it. That's like three actions or three steps that I would do, right? That is like I don't even have to think about it. I can just do it easily. As well as it's progress, it's action, and it's doable. So what I want you to do is, right, I want you to pause the video and write down your big goal, then list three small actions that you can do today, not tomorrow, like actually today. 1 second, bear with me please, guys. Let me quickly sort something out. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I just had to sort something out because some issue. All right, what was I saying? Ah, yes. I'm gonna talk about it again. Right? I want you to pause the video, write down your big goal, then list three small actions that you can do today that will help you get towards that goal. Right. We'll get into another section now. Tools to keep you moving. Here's the tools that I would say for you guys to keep yourself consistent, as well as when I'm about to start posting videos on trading, okay? Accountability. Tell someone your plan, or stick up your plan on on a paper, right? And then place it on your wall and just like pin it there so you guys can um have accountability for yourself. Give yourself deadlines, give yourself time limit in terms of doing stuff. Okay, there's no wiggle room in terms of what you're going to do. Give yourself a deadline. Tell yourself you're going to do this at this specific time. That's it, full stop. No bullshit from yourself. Give yourself reminders like alarms, um and like, sticky notes or like whatever like that, right? Can't So like calendar alerts or like visual reminders, they can help you. And if they help you in terms of being consistent, that's fine. Give yourself rewards as well, like celebrate the small wins, reward yourself for your efforts, not as well as just the results, okay? Track your progress as well, because write down what you did every day and watch your streak build. Because discipline is hard, but the systems make it easier in terms of being, you know, like trying to make yourself accountable, right? What else was I gonna talk about? One, bear with me. I'm gonna get my list up real quick for my script. Right, here we are. We're going to do a what can we do? Okay, so we're going to do a live action walkthrough in terms of just, getting the action done, right? So what I want you to do is, right, actually, no, we won't do that. Mm, 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 mm. Yep, okay, that's fine. That's it done. Okay, right, we're just gonna leave it like that now. I've gotten a bit too carried away in terms of like accountability, action, and being personal, but this is what you genuinely need to hear because most people are in it for the quick scheme, right? And what I'm gonna tell you is, right, don't fall in for the category of trading gurus in the sense of like you look up online and you see people saying, oh, like this strategy helped me become profitable, and you copy a strategy, then you just lose all your fucking money. I want you to actually understand the market first. I want you to actually understand behind the scenes. Because if I'm gonna be real with you, 99% of people that comes to me when I mentor, when I help them trade, they come to me and they blow their account and they wonder why. They don't have risk management. They just blindly copy trades, or they blindly like go into trading and they try to make their own strategy, or they try to gamble off like their trades, and they lose all their money and they complain to me why they're not becoming profitable. Well, you fucking know why, you retard. From these videos that I'm going to be posting, I genuinely want to. I want you to soak up everything, no matter what. I'm going to soak up everything from these videos. I want you to actually understand on how the market works and what's actually going on behind the scenes. I don't want you to be looking like some retard. I'm actually trying to help you genuinely. Okay, I may sound vulgar. I do apologize for that. But I am not apologizing for the people that do not listen to me and that they do not take my advice and they lose all their money and they wonder why. I'm not apologizing simply as that, okay? They can go fuck themselves. And I'm saying that of just pure skepticism, as well as because of the fact that, like, it's just so much hypocrisy. They say, oh, I'm listening to you. They go on to say, like, oh, I'm copying your strat. They're not even copying my strategy. They just listen to me. They over risk on trades. And then they just lose everything mid swing or whatever. Congratulations if you're still in the video, honestly. Because most people's attention spans are just like, fucking like brain dead, like 30 seconds they scroll, or they just like scroll to the comments or whatever. I'm actually proud of you if you're still in this video, in the sense of like, you're just looking at it, whatever, right? By the way, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do editing. I'm not gonna edit any of this. Okay, I'm just gonna simply cut or trim, and that's it. I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, this is unedited. I'm gonna be real with you on this because I genuinely like just wanna just click record or start and just give you advice or just talk to you in general, right? Because I, I just don't like the idea of where people have like super like high like attention span, or like super bad attention spans, not high, bad attention spans in the sense of like they just scroll after 30 seconds, or they just look in the comments, they fiddle on their phones, like they don't actually just sit in like full screen, blank out, and just watch the video and soak up or actually understand, to you know what I'm saying. Oh, my food should be here soon. I'm not gonna lie. Low-key hungry, you know. Right. We're gonna wanna talk to you as well about what actually I'm gonna be doing within these videos, right? Because I just want you to set up something for yourself in terms of mental health. I want you to try and meditate. I want you to try and journal. I want you to try and do nice things for yourself, like go on for walks, right? Or going for runs. Go to the gym. Go speak to your mum. Go speak to your dad. You know, try unless you're not in that position where you can speak to your parents. But like, sorry about that. But try and speak to a friend. Tell your friends saying, hi, how are you? Go check up on them. Do something nice that'll make you feel happy. Do gratitude journaling. Do something that's nice. Mental health is one of the best things in terms of what I would say on becoming a better person, as well as just doing better in your work and just progress in general. Because this is targeted for guys now. What I'm gonna talk about, right? Guys who are fat, guys who watch porn, guys who do these degenerate things like go out clubbing, partying, whatever, right? Those are symptoms of bad health. People, when they come to me, right, and they're like, oh, I'm a gooner, like I jack off and shit, and I'm like, that's the symptom to bad mental health. That isn't the problem, you jacking off, right? That isn't the problem. That's the symptom to your problem, which is mental health. Going out, getting drunk, that's the symptom to your to your problem, right? Mental health. Being unprofitable, or like being unprofitable this week, or like me doing ass at trading right now, right, for like 2 weeks straight, was the symptoms to my problem, which was mental health, right? And mental health affects you a lot more than you think. It is so, so important. I cannot emphasize this enough. You may think and just like, gesture to yourself like, yeah, this fucking idiot is like, emphasizing it too much. But it really is. I want to be honest with you. It really is. And I cannot say this enough because it genuinely is. You know what I mean? And I just hope you take this into light, because there's just so much things that can happen in your life where you feel like giving up, but you have good mental health. You're gonna tell yourself, oh, it's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay. And you know what? It will be okay. It will get better. Most people, when they come to me, or when they trade, or like my students or whatever, right, their mental health sucks. They have actually negative thoughts. I obviously I've been having negative thoughts now, but when I had actual nice thoughts, right, or when I was like profitable and I was doing really well, I was locked in or whatever, I actually didn't feel any stress, in the sense of I didn't have any like negative thoughts. I was actually feeling nice about myself, and I was actually feeling happier. Like I had automatic like positive thoughts going into my brain, not automatic negative thoughts of like overstimulation and over like thinking, in the sense of this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're overthinking, or if you're an overthinker, that is a superpower. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You have a superpower of overthinking. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to try and turn that overthinking, right, into positivity instead of negativity. Because if you're able to do that, I'm telling you right now, you're able to get through work, and just you're able to get through any harsh part of your life easy as that. I'm telling you that right now. Easily, I'm telling you that right now, because I'm an overthinker, in the sense of I overthink a lot, and when I had that, you know, I turned my negative thoughts into positive, and it became automatic and stuff, and I had that good self-image about myself. I had that self-image I was gonna become that millionaire, go rich and stuff, whatever, right? And here I am. That's just the case with it. Like, if you have a good self-image about yourself, thinking, you're gonna do great things in life, you will do great things in life, but it's just up to you if you're gonna take action for that. Now go back and do what I was saying. Take micro steps. Build an accountability plan. Because these next videos I will be posting may be hard for you. And I'm telling you, you're going to get through it. You're going to do well as a trader. If you're going to, go off on and watch someone else's course, you don't need to watch my course. You're just watching it because this is what popped up. You're going to do amazing. As long as you put in the work and, you push through, you're going to do amazing regardless. And you should be proud of yourself for actually getting through this video and watching this, because the attention span of people is really bad. So you should be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, because it's absolutely like outrageous with how people's attention spans are. I just want I just want you to prove yourself right, because most people, they say they're gonna do this and that, but they don't actually tend to do it. Want yourself to prove yourself right. Like, remember these four things to yourself, okay? Remember these four things. Execution beats planning. Fear is normal, but don't let it stop you. Small actions actually build big momentum, and the system has to keep you going in terms of that. And for your homework, what I'm going to give you guys is finish off the three micro actions you wrote earlier. So, for your three micro actions, what you should do is, right, I'll actually give it to you now. So write down 3 points, or like something that you're going to do. And what I want you to do is do it. Just don't like count from five, four, three, two, one, and do it. Then after that, write about it, about how you felt after doing it. That's what I want you to do. Okay. And what else should I give you for homework? We'll build it on the next video, right? And your momentum is now your new best friend. That's basically your new best friend, right? You're gonna pick up on. This is officially day 2 of the bootcamp. In terms of just mental health, we're just talking about. This isn't actual trading, right? It's kind of, but whatever. And I hope this really just talks some sense into you, in the sense of just trading and just life advice or whatever. It was probably just me yapping, but take that as you will. You can just comment, whatever. I do appreciate feedback, and I do appreciate everything that you would say into the comments about like what I can improve and stuff. I'll be happy to do with that. If you have any questions based on like trading, me in person as a general, anything like that, I'll happily answer you guys, alright? I'm probably going to post my video on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see how it goes, because I have some stuff I need to catch up from in school and stuff, alright? Peace. Y'all have a good one.